Terrible snow service, but we love her anyway. What's the one? So yeah, I have a couple names bouncing around my head for this one.
Maybe if they'll
Yeah, so I just want to see what you guys have to say.
Okay.
So the background music, I probably could never record with this since it's not mine. It's from the movie The Equalizer. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah. He wrote this in one day.
Dark and mucky, feeling sad for those who are feeling yucky. Why is she so unlucky? Broken ribs and a broken heart. With each breath that she takes, it tears her apart. So I head down to the local Walmart, ready for the trials of my story to end and the good parts to start, like Paul Blart beating the bad guys. Oh yeah, by the way, newsflash, being set apart is not easy or fun. So pace yourself just as if you were out to go on a run. 26.6 miles of hellfire and tripwire placed by a liar. For when you cross the finish line, it will be worth it, dog. So don't quit, but also don't be afraid to stop for a water break. For even if the strongest of us break, but we must wake up from our deep insomniatic slumber. Stop staring at the walls and dreaming, and start smashing down the walls and doing. So here, let me hand you a hammer. Or would you prefer an M16 battle rifle? For we are fighting uphill, and it is sickly ill. The bloody burden to tie us, strapped around us by the same rope that was once hanging your tire swing you spent hot summer days on. But you are now on the battlefield of life, unsure of which direction to go. Because the enemy is not just coming from the top of Gettysburg's Hill, but from each and every side in which you can feel. Wake up, soldier, this is not a drill. This is for real. This war is not a Call of Duty video game in which multiple tries rest inside the multiple lives that the system supplies. For if you have heard this, someone has been preaching lies. But if you are with me, raise up your hands, reach up and rise. Because according to the word, it would be wise not to compromise. Now hold up. When you're on the battlefield praying for God to shield you from the bullets flying at you, don't forget to look behind you, for the enemy could be spying on you. And if you're like me, the cycle repeats daily, it's deja vu. People calling you cuckoo, pointing fingers and taking pictures like you're some kind of beast caged inside of your thoughts. You could call it a zoo. But we do all have a certainty in our life, which is death, like Rue in the first Hunger Games, in which Katniss Everdeen ran from the flames that tried to consume her and eat away at her plans. Sound familiar? Try rapping with no fans, rocking vans, doing your best to get the crowd to raise their hands and not their middle fingers. If you're not familiar, which acts as their own bumblebee stingers. And if you're not familiar with the sting of a bumblebee, it is painful and can become infectious if not treated properly. So see, that can be a problem, see? So be aware and be alert. Don't drop your goals down on the dirt. You are more than that, and I promise that this is no trick in a hat. Soldier, I cannot hear you. Where are you at? If you have not noticed, my skill is not swinging a bat or running bases. But I'm not worried about rocking purple laces inside the Nikes. If you see them, yeah, call them chases. Now back to the point. See, a fight and a war are different. Because a fight is between two men. We're an army, where a war needs legions of men, of armies who shake the steeple. The good news is that the battle is not one you must muster alone. So pick a side. Dark and light, right and wrong, try easy or hard. But the deal is that the road that is harder to travel on is usually the right one. So stand firm against the darkness that is pursuing to annihilate your dreams. For this battle is an epic one, like Batman vs. Superman, but it is real as high school dodgeball, so prepare to fall flat on the surface of your face, stinging you like pepper spray mace. But remember, this is a war, not a fight. There are others just like you, quarreling with what is wrong and what is right. And it don't matter if you are Asian, if you are black, or if you are white. You have a spot in this army operation, so make note of this conversation. Get up and walk out of the hospital, for you are healed, patient. So fulfill your name and be patient as others drop around you fainting. Don't let this mess with your cranium, but let it be a strong, firm place to stand and push off of like uranium. But caution, the ground is slippery when wet. But don't fret, for you can bet on the fact that you will be bruised and most likely even lose. But let that be your muse that helps write your story and your point of view. Okay, enough of the soft words. Break open the box of vocabulary, setting free the herds of language of your battle cry, propelling you to fly, people soar. Taking the vast creation, you glide above, for you are the king of your domain. Congrats, you have beat the civil war, waging on the ground in between your left and your right brain, that was causing you to become insane, but we are not living in vain no longer. So let your tears of joy out and make it rain. For our purpose has blossomed from our pain. Let the rebuilding begin. begin, for we are good going through the growing pains. Because now we know we grow in pain. So cultivate the fresh soil resting within your heart. Pick out the old wilting parts. Pour some water on it along with the sun's light. And burst, explode with color. Reflect your journey to one another. Harvest, for the season is here.
That was absolutely amazing.
Chase. Wow,
Amazing.
Chase.